Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New York Mets Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 23. We return to the franchise, and we have had a beautiful month of May. After slight struggles to begin the year, you could say, losing some games that we probably shouldn't have lost, and not really keeping up with the Nationals and Braves, we had an unbelievable month of May so far where we've only lost one game. We have dominated, absolutely destroyed people. 23-1 against the Angels one game. 12-1, 8-1, 10-4, 7-6, 6-0, 9-0. I mean, we're putting up crazy runs. We are first in literally every stat, and we have built ourselves, with the help of the Nationals and Braves starting to slip in the month of May, we have built ourselves a nice 4.5 game lead in the division. We're looking pretty good. We've got beasts on every position. Don't worry, Bryce Harper's not going to play catcher this time. We'll have Yogi Berra play catcher. We've got beasts at every position. Everybody's playing well, especially Barry Bonds and Albert Pujols, as you would expect. Ken Griffey Jr. not so much. Ken Griffey Jr. could be, sadly, a guy that gets shipped out. Shipped? And I hate to say that because I love Ken Griffey Jr., but he might be the dark horse. He might be not the dark horse. He might be the scapegoat for somebody that needs to get moved, a change of scenery. Bonds is battling for the most valuable player, but Hank Aaron is absolutely tearing it up in the early portions of the season. We've got a battle for Cy Young right now. We're working on that. But Hank Aaron, man, he is absolutely having a fantastic season, and he plays for the Braves, which is not good, which is why we could try a little trade. Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know if that would work. Ken Griffey Jr. for Hank Aaron. Would they fall for it? I mean, we could do this. We could give them Evan Carter, who looks really good, actually. Who else could I give them? I'm not going to do this now, but I could give them Jonah Bride, for sure. And then we could give them Michael Chavis. Carlos Delgado gets it done. Who else gets it done? Richie Bush. There's got to be a bullpen guy that gets it done. There's not a single bullpen arm that gets it done. Out of control. We've got some good pitchers that they probably would want. Ooh, I could give them Jordan Montgomery. That might be nice. He's pretty expensive, too. We could do this deal. I'm not going to do it now, but we could steal Hank Aaron from the rival Mets, or from the rival Braves. That's a possibility. We'll keep an eye as we play the Braves in this game, in this second game of the series. We're going to be seeing Walter Johnson for the first time. Former 3-time Cy Young winner, the only Cy Young winner we've had in this series until this season, because now he's on our team, of course. Yogi Berra is tired again, but I don't want Bryce Harper playing catcher for us anymore. That was a rough experience, so we're just going to have Yogi Berra fight it out and play catcher for us. I know he's super tired, but he's going to get it done. He's going to get it done. And actually, we're going to have Miguel Cabrera come and play third base. Do we want to have anybody else? We could have Mantle come and play instead of Griffey. You know what? I'll keep Griffey. Any chance to hit with Griffey is good. And we'll have Cabrera hit second. That's fine. I don't have a problem. Actually, I could have A-Rod hit second. Cabrera's fine. Cabrera's fine. It's a tough Braves team, especially when Hank Aaron's playing as well as he is. But Walter Johnson versus Tom Seaver, it's a legendary matchup. And there's a lot of legendary names on both sides of the ball. It's a rivalry for the ages. Let's go see if we can keep this amazing win streak in the month of May alive. And even better, improve our division lead over the Braves.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
About to get started here. And today's starting pitcher, Walter Johnson. Singy, always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Braves and Mets. It's a rivalry as old as time. And Ricky Henderson almost took me a yard on the very first pitch I threw. That would have not been great. But obviously we know Ricky Henderson, one of the fastest players of all time. Maybe not one of the best hitters as he strikes out there. He was a fine hitter. I'm not hating on him. Jeff McNeil to the plate, and he swings past the fastball. I'm starting to see why Walter Johnson was a 3-time Cy Young winner right now in this series. 3 in a row. Because he's making these boys look like straight fools. We are on a 12-game win streak as we enter this game against the Braves. We lead 1-0 so far in the series, which is always nice. And here he is, Hammerin' Hank. He's a 5-time home run derby champion, including 2023, and he is starting the game hot. That one's into right field. That's going to be a double. Wow, we might need to take Hammerin' Hank off the Braves. That might just have to be a guarantee at the deadline. Oh my God, it's going to be 1-0. Julio Rodriguez sends that into left center gap. It is 1-0 Atlanta, first inning. Not off to the greatest of starts. That's not great. Not great at all. George Brett is now up, and he swings and misses past the fastball. We'll give him a little change-up action. He sends that to foul territory down the first base sign. And we'll give him a 2-seamer. Oh my God, George Brett to right center. Griffey makes the chase. I'm going to go up for it. I might have been able to snatch that if I timed it better. That's a 2-run homer. Braves lead 3-0 first inning. Walter Johnson, trash. Okay, down 3-0 already. Not how I wanted to start the game, but you know how I like to play. I like to come from behind. Not because of choice. Tom Seaver having a good season himself, but Alfonso Soriano will lead off. Has moved into the true leadoff instead of the 9-hitter like he has been the past couple of seasons, because we now don't have Derek Jeter, who was our traditional leadoff. Miguel Cabrera hasn't played much today, or much this season. Just been a bench guy, but when he's played pretty well, as you can see from the stats. Please get out of bounds. Please get foul territory. Thank you. 1-2 to Cabrera. I don't think have I ever hit against Tom Seaver? I don't even know. Beautiful changeup. That had me frozen. That was a great changeup. And now it's a 1-1 count to the machine. Albert Pujols. And he's going to ground to shortstop, and inning over. Not a great bottom half when the top of the first, they scored 3 runs. That's not a way to respond. But it's the way that we respond. Typical Mets fashion. Can we get her done? That's strike 3. That's got to be. Strike 3. Oh, mommy. How do you not give me first strike 3 right there? Whatever, dog. Grounder. A-Rod. Alligator. On to first. A little bit of a low throw off target, but Pujols makes the adjustment. And now it's Francisco Lindor. Frankie. Oh my God, it's 4-0. Francisco Lindor solo shot, 1 out, bottom, top 2. What is Walter Johnson doing? Am I putting these pitches in bad spots? I mean, to be fair, that was right down the middle. Maybe I put that in a bad spot, but Walter Johnson, I thought you were a 3 straight Cy Young winner. What are we talking about here? You're sucking. It can't all be me, can it? I'm not that bad, am I? Oh, that's a generous call. Thank you, home plate umpire. It is 4-0 Atlanta, and we have played, what, 2 innings of baseball? Kind of. Now we've played 2 innings of baseball. At least the Braves have. I don't know what's going on here. The Braves could absolutely destroy us if we keep allowing this kind of top of the half of the innings. I don't even know what's going on. I'm super flustered right now. Barry Bonds sends that into right field, but Hank Aaron, I got good timing, good PCI placement. I couldn't have done that better. Just didn't really get lucky. You can have all the stats that you want, but sometimes you got to have that luck. And right now, at least to start the game against the Braves, we do not have that luck on our side. That is for sure. Although Griffey, that's a good rip on that ball. Get out of here, Griff. Come on, where's the luck? That's back-to-back pitches that should have been out of here. Both with good PCI placement and good timing. I don't know how either of them are not home runs. It should be 4-2 right now. It should be 50. Not 50. I was reading the bottom ticker. I wasn't even paying attention. I was reading the bottom ticker because they were showing a stat about Hank Aaron's like RBI record or something like that. I don't know what it was. I was confused. I wasn't paying attention. And I struck out with Bryce Harper. But what I was saying was it should be 4-2 because Barry Bonds and Griffey both should have had home runs there. If we were playing in like Coors Field or Great American, those balls go out of here every single time. But no, we're playing in Citi Field. Great. The most wonderful place to play. Jeff McNeil could not hit the curveball. Strike 3. He's down. And Hank Aaron got everything started for the Braves. He had that double in the first. But this time he strikes out looking. Honestly, I didn't know that was 2 strikes. I got to pay more attention. And then Julio drove in Hank Aaron. He's having a great season. 11 home runs, 30 RBIs in May, and 96 speed is not going to be able to get him out here. Nope. He makes it. He makes it. Too difficult, too fast, too furious. Oh, George Brett can't get her done. Griffey makes the catch. Love to see it. Love to see it. And now we go bottom 3 with the Prince at the plate. Come on, Prince. Oh, poo. Poopy, poopy. Poopy, poopy McPooperson. I did not want to swing that badly at that. But I get my redemption. This is my redemption arc. And I failed. Oh my God. Look at the timing and the PCI placement. You can't tell me I could have better timing on that. What are we talking about here? Yogi, of course, I was late on that one. God, it's not good. Sometimes they just don't go your way. You can try your hardest. Excuse me. You can try your hardest, but you can't win every game. There's 162 for a reason. You can't win every game, and we started horribly on this one. Don't swing it. That should have been a check. I don't know how that wasn't a check. I barely even pressed the button. Come on, A-Rod. I need to hit a home run with you. I haven't hit a home run with you yet, and I don't want my trade. I don't want my trade to look like a bad one because I can't hit with you. We did give up a fair bit for you, and that's unlucky. Right back to Seaver. He fields it pretty easily. And we have been basically just unbelievably shut down. We don't have a hit today. And the Braves are playing like it's 1975. I don't know what that means, but you get it. They're playing good. Danny Jansen, the starting catcher for Atlanta, swings past that fastball. We're going to give him a two-seamer, a little dose of the two-seam. The seamer. Oh, hardly know her. Let's give him a curveball. Who struck out on the curveball earlier? I forget. Somebody did. And now add Danny Jansen to that list. Strike 3 on the curveball. Could not handle it. And now it's my arch nemesis, Frankie Lindor. Had the home run. Stares at a two-seamer. Nope, four-seamer. Now the two-seamer. And we'll give him strike 3. How is that not strike 3? Ugh. Okay. That was called strike 3 on the opposite side of the plate, so I don't know the inconsistencies of this umpire. I might have to call up the umpires union or whatever it is. And that's ball 4. You gotta be freaking kidding me, dog. Are we serial right now? Frankie gets a walk. Brian Anderson's at the plate. We got to strike him out here. He's sucked all season. He has not been very good. Get him out, please. Pujols makes an athletic play, stretching the glove. And he's got him. We go bottom 4. We need to get a hit. I will lose my mind if I get perfect game by the Braves. There we go. Beautiful. Leadoff single by Soriano. We don't have to worry about the perfect game now. If I would have got perfect game by the AI, oh my God, I might not even upload the video. But Soriano's on base. 92 speed, 94 steal. I'm taking second with ease. It's a 2-1 count, so don't have to worry about a strikeout, even though it was right down the middle. But we got our guy in scoring position already. Miguel, I need you to be brave against the Braves. Come on, Miguel. Do your job. Don't swing at that. It's a full count. Good eye, good eye, good eye. Come on. Show me something to believe in. Miguel Cabrera into the gap. That's going to score Soriano. We will have a run. We will not get shut out by the Atlanta Braves. Thank you. I needed that one. That's perfect. We're the rallying Mets. We can get this. We just need some time to focus up, and that's got to be gone. Go to the wall. Albert Pujols. It's 4-3. A 2-run shot for the machine. Number 16 on the season. Albert Pujols for MVP. Yes, sir. That's exactly what we needed. Soriano put that jacket on quick. He must be cold. That is a absolute moonshot, a nuke into left center. And the former MVP delivers a much-needed jolt to this organization. And now Barry continues. We have nobody out, and we've scored 3 runs in the 4th. This is what we do. For some reason, we start so slow, and then we absolutely dominate in like an inning or two. It's really weird, actually. And I'm going to steal with Barry Bonds. He's got 88 speed, 92 steal. He should be able to get this, especially if that's a bad ball. And he's clearly safe, clearly safe. Bonds gets into scoring position for the Griff. Come on, Griff. Something in the outfield, as long as it's fairly deep, should score Barry. Oh, that's gonna drop. Oh, it didn't drop. Julio Rodriguez made the catch? That was a crazy catch. I thought that was gonna drop right in front of him. But Griffey moves Barry Bonds to third, so that's useful. Because now Bryce Harper, pretty much anything he does, if he puts it in play, will score Barry Bonds. And forget about putting it in play. He might have sent that to the moon. Oh my God, I thought that was a home run. It should have been. I'm testing Hank's arm. We're tying this game. Hammer and Hank doesn't have the accuracy. He almost did. We've tied the game. Bryce Harper delivers the tying run on the sac fly. The way that ball left the bat, I thought that was a home run for sure. And the way Harper swung at it. We have tied the game in the 4th. What a burst of momentum. Oh, I think I was low on the PCI. Yeah, it was just underneath it. That's unfortunate. What a huge surge of energy. We needed this for sure. And now Prince Fielder has drawn the count full with 2 outs. Bottom 4. Don't swing, that's a walk. Beautifully done. Perfect. Picture perfect. Expertly done. Fielder gets on base to extend the inning, and now it's time for the Yogi. It's not over till it's over. Come on, Yogi. That's strike 3. I should have swung. I hate myself. I want to die. That's me. That's not anything else. It was a good pitch, but it was a hittable pitch, and I should have swung at it. But for some reason, my dumb pee-pee brain didn't swing. And now Ricky Henderson will lead off with a huge extra base hit, and I don't like where things are going. Is he going to go 3? No, he's not going to go 3. But that's a leadoff double, top 5. Is Walter Johnson washed? Is he trash? Is he garbage? Please go foul. Thank you. That would have been so heartbreaking if that would have stayed fair. Strike 3 on Jeff McNeil. Big strikeout. Big strikeout. Good job, Walter. And now it's Hank. We got to pitch around Hank. Ooh, good placement. Change up. How did he make contact with it? He foul tipped. I don't know how he made it. Two-seamer. Strike three. No, that's going to get him to third. Harper will make the play, but Henderson will go to third. It's okay. It's okay, because there's 2 outs. We don't have to focus on the runner going home. All we got to do is focus on getting Julio Rodriguez out, even though he's 2 for 2. Great call. Couldn't have called it better myself. How did he tip that? Tip? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's beautiful. A-Rod. I know he's got 96 speed. Gun it. Got him. Tie game still. Ooh, I was getting a little worried when a leadoff double happened, but we were able to pretty much cool the drive. And we go bottom 5. We have all that momentum. We have to keep it going, but A-Rod will not lead us off great. Frankie throws it to first. First out. Okay. But Alfonso Soriano started us last time. I don't see why he can't do it again. Oh my God, that's right down the middle, and for some reason I'm a dumb head and I did not hit it. Why am I such a dum-dum? Unbelievable. That was literally down the middle. That couldn't have been more down the middle, and I did not hit that well. Cabrera smacks that into left field, though. That was a hard hit ball. And now it's Pujols. Pujols had the home run. He's got the 2-run homer in the 4th. That was 103 exit velo. That's crazy. Come on, Pujols. You've already got 1. Do it again! And I missed it. I don't think I would have been a home run, but I really missed that anyway. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay, we go top 6. I'm going to start thinking about taking out Walter Johnson just for the sole fact that he's been kind of hit around today. He's been just a little bit beaten up. I'm going to bring in either Felix or Michael King, I feel like is a good option. Probably not Felix because we don't really need long relief time. But having a starter come out of the bullpen is not ever a bad thing. That's going to be a grounder to Pujols. He fields it well. Steps on the bag at first. Expertly done. Now it's time for Jared Kelenic. He don't have it in. He don't have that dog in him. He don't have that dog in him. Barry Bonds grabs it. 2 down. And Danny Jansen. Man, the bottom of their order is not great. You go from like Hank Aaron and Julio Rodriguez and all these great players, Ricky Henderson, to Jared Kelenic, Danny Jansen, Brian Anderson. you kind of really drop off there at the end. I think I'm going to schedule Michael King to come in because we've got top 7, and maybe it'll be tied still depending on what happens in this inning. Barry into right field. Hank in the glove. If he didn't have such a fat glove, I mean, look at that glove. That's comically large. I feel like it's an unfair advantage. He's got way more surface area than anybody else, than a normal glove. It's just unfair. All the old guys have it. Oh, that's a beautiful hit ball, but unfortunately the shift was working to perfection for Atlanta. And Griffey will go down. Harper tied the game. Hardly know her. Tied the game with a sac fly. This time, foul tip. He probably is relieved that the manager didn't come up to him today and say, "Hey, Bryce, you want to get behind the plate again?" Oh, that was such a bad experiment. But he will take a base. Hit by pitch. The inning is extended for the Prince. 2-2. Tom Seaver's over 100 pitches in the 6th inning. Kind of crazy. It'll keep going as well. It will keep on trucking. I wonder if they pull Seaver after this inning. I guess it depends on what happens here. If he gets out of it with no more damage done, if Fielder's the last out, then I would think they'd let him go, but you never know. Especially with the high pitch count. Oh, that's going to be beautifully done. 67 speed should be able to get around third, but not to home. No. Definitely would have been thrown out. If that would have been somebody different like Soriano on base, maybe. And they're going to pull Seaver after the Fielder hit. So after the Fielder double, they pull Tom Seaver and they bring in Chris Paddock. Yogi Berra. A chance to give us the lead for the first time today. Ooh, that was a very intriguing 12-6 curve. I almost swung at that 3 different times. Down low. I shouldn't have swung. Have discipline, Juice. He threw almost in the same location, just a different pitch. And I didn't have any discipline. Yes, I still want Michael King to come in. Unfortunately, without getting that extra run, Walter Johnson's not going to get the W if we do end up winning this game. But that's okay. That's okay. I just want to win the game. I'm just happy we tied, to be honest. I'm happy that we've tied it back up. Brian Anderson has sucked this season, and he sucked in this game. He sucks as a human being. He sucks as a person. I don't know if he sucks as a person or not. He's probably a very nice guy. But he's not a good baseball player. He's going to get struck out with the slider. He ain't never seen nothing like the slider. There it is. I called my shot. Just call me Juice Ruth. Babe Juice. That didn't sound right, Babe Juice. Don't call me Babe Juice. Oh, great play by the ball boy. That should count as an out. If the ball boy makes an athletic play, that should definitely count as an out. And the slider, Ricky Henderson can't handle it. Pretty Ricky could not handle it. And he goes down. We go bottom 7, full count to the leadoff man, A-Rod. And A-Rod's got the green light, and it's going to be a single into left field. Leadoff single for the Mets. Okay, the Metropolitans. Soriano at the plate. 82 steals, probably not good enough to take a base here. Oh my good heavens gracious Lord baby Jesus. How did I miss that? I was too early, okay. And the PCI placement was horrible. But mainly I was too early. But Cabrera's not too early. That's going to get over the head. I'm sending A-Rod to third. Might as well. Oh, God. Julio had a cannon. Sheesh. That was crazy. If that would have been a tighter play, I would have been a little bit worried. We got runners on the corners for the machine. And it's a 3-1 count, too. So we're sitting real good here. Red light. Nope, green light. I changed last second, and it worked to perfection because Pujols has got himself an RBI double. Oh, Albert's cooking. He's cooking up some pasta. Let's go, baby. And now it's time for the Barryness. Barry of the Bonds. And they are intentionally walking Barry Bonds. The last time somebody intentionally walked me, it did not end well for the team. We ended up, I think, winning the game in a walk-off, didn't we? I'm pretty sure that's how that happened. We're going to sit down. Nope. We're going to sit down Felix, and we are going to schedule Vida Blue to come in for the top of the 8th. Griffey has 1 out, and the bases are juiced. This is a perfect moment for the kid to redeem himself. He's had a poor season, a poor two-year stretch, basically. Now leaning kind of into a 3-year stretch. He might be looking at his new team, the Atlanta Braves. He might be on the other side. Take me to the other side. I don't know how I didn't hit that, though. 2-2. 0 for 3 today for Griff. I hate myself. I hate my life. I want to pass away into the other world. That was ugly. That wasn't even close, Juice. Figure it the F out. Why do you suck so much? I ask myself these things every single day. And Harper delivers. Bryce Harper gives us a 2-run lead. But as we know, a 2-run lead is not safe. We need more. And they pull Chris Paddock for Ken Giles. It's the Prince. Come on, Prince. Please. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Prince Fielder, I hate myself. Please stab me with a fork. Oh, my God. I hate it. I hate it here. Absolutely hate it here. Vida Blue will come in for the 8th. We will warm up Eric Gagne and Billy Wagner, just in case, so I can have my options. I gotta have options. We gotta get through this inning first. Can't focus on the 9th until we get through the 8th. My grandpappy told me that. 1-2, Jeff McNeil. Tickle my shoes. You suck. Hank Aaron. We've kind of controlled him after that leadoff double that he had in the, or not leadoff double, 2-out double that he had in the first inning. He might be looking at his new team. I think I'm going to do that deal. We can't have a player as dominant as Hank Aaron on a rival team. Great play by Pujols. Not only can he do it at the plate, he can do it in the field. He is the machine. He's unbelievable. And now we've got Julio Rodriguez. He doesn't stand a chance. J-Rod is not better than A-Rod. Or K-Rod. Or all the other rods. 2-2. Give him the two-seam. Give him the stinkiness of cheese. He fouled it off. Okay. We'll give him a curve. Throw a little curve ball in his life. And he somehow made contact with that. Kudos, my man. Change up. Strike 3. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You didn't stand a chance. Vita Blue was just toying with you. And they take Ken Giles out after one at-bat for Pete Fairbanks? All right, whatever, dog. I'm gonna let Gagne take it, as long as it stays a save situation. If we add a couple more runs, then I'll bring in Billy Wagner. But Yogi goes down for it, and Yogi, you know what? If there's a fork in the road, grab it. That's all I gotta say. 1-1 to A-Rod. What is Fairbanks going to deliver? A fastball inside. He really knotted me up on that one. Good pitch. 1-2. Oh, A-Rod, good connection. Lindor does a good job to keep it in the infield, but can't really do much after that. Unlucky bounce off the glove. And now we sit with one runner on, and Alfonso Soriano. I gotta go down low. I don't know why that was so tempting, but it was. It wasn't that good of a pitch. It just, I don't know why. I guess I just had swing in my mind the entire way. Not swinging at that, though. You can't fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, can't get fooled again. 2-2 to Soriano. They're throwing back on A-Rod. I don't think I'm going to steal. But you never know. I'm kind of crazy. And that will be the second out. Unfortunato. All right. We've got Miguel Cabrera, who is 3 for 4 with 3 straight singles. I think he's even got an RBI. And I'm going to add to it. 4 singles for Miguel. He's really racking up that average. I know he doesn't have a lot of at-bats, but hey, you got a stat pad when you can. And now here he is, the MVP of the game, both on offense and defense, Albert Pujols. What can he add? Another RBI, possibly 88 speed on A-Rod. I'm sending him home. Ricky Anderson's got no chance. It's 7-4, and Pujols adds a third RBI. He truly is the machine. 7-4, 2 outs. Bonds at the plate, and Barry goes down low, but I missed it. Ah, shucks, golly gee, I just missed her. That's probably a home run pitch if I have better timing. Down low, Bonds sends it to left center field, and Julio Rodriguez ends the inning. But that's okay, because we're still in a save situation, my dear friends. So Gagne will make his entrance, and we will try to end this game. Ooh, quick strikeout for George Brett. Man, as worried as I was in those first couple innings, we really rallied. Especially, ooh, Eric Gagne's got 16 saves. He's right up there with the league leaders in the NL. Especially in that, what was that, the 4th inning, when we just rallied for those 4 runs to tie the game. That was really the turning point. We took the momentum all the way back. That is going to be single, double maybe for Kelnick? Double. That's okay. That's okay. It's all right. No big deal. No big deal. We've had these situations before. We've worked through them. Jansen will send that pitch foul. And we will go with a splitter maybe. Hardly know her. Strike 3. Jansen down. And the Braves are down to their final out. Here at Citi Field. It's Frankie Lindor. I guess you wouldn't want really anybody else. Maybe Hank Aaron. Get on your feet, Mets fans, for the final pitch of the ball game. And it's going to get past Yogi. Okay? So the runner advances on a wild pitch. That's all right. Because I'm going to give him the stinky cheese. The stinkiest of cheeses. Oh, Bryce. Bryce off the... Whoa, my God. It's going to extend the game. I didn't want to dive. Because if I dove, I would have known that I was going to miss that. And it would have just been bad to worse. Lindor probably goes for like an inside the park 2-run homer or something. And I couldn't have that on my conscience. So I'd rather take the one hop and the RBI. Because I feel confident we can get Brian frickin' Anderson out. Man's a bum. Get out of my sight. Gagne with number 17 on the season. Mets win. And I think Michael King gets the W. The boys do a good job. Man, that was a scary start to this game. We were down 4-0 in the second inning. Very scary start to the game, but without Albert Pujols, none of this really happens. The boys did their job. And we get the W. We keep that win streak alive at 13 games now. We'll see if we can keep it alive any further. I doubt it. Knowing MLB The Show, we're probably going to lose the next game. But that gives us a 5.5 game lead on both the Braves and Nationals. We'll finish up the month of May and get to the month of June. We'll probably play an away game either against the Twins or the Pirates, something like that. I think we played back-to-back home games in back-to-back episodes, so we'll play an away game. Let's simulate the series against the Braves. And yep, what did I say? I knew we were going to lose the next game. That's just how MLB The Show works. Okay, so these guys look kind of trash. That's all right. We knew what we're getting into when we're scouting the back half of the first round because we're going to be picking in that spot. So that's just how it be sometimes. Is there going to be anybody that's good? Probably not. But maybe we find a gem here or there. Yes, I want to skip him. Change prospects. Who else is going to be worth a look? Maybe you, Richie Haynes? Probably not. There's no way he's actually that good. And we took the final game. So we win the series 3-1. We play the Rangers, and we will sweep them. So, of course, we're dominating this entire month, and we lose one game to the Braves. That's just how it happens. And we did lose that game against the Dodgers. So we lost 3 games in that month. We have a 7.5 game. The Marlins actually have jumped up. Not who I would have expected, but okay. Marlins having a good season so far. And we finish out the series against the Dodgers. I mean, look at this month. This is almost perfect. 3 losses in the entire month. Huge momentum swing. Now we play the Nationals. And a big trade. Jeff Bagwell gets traded from the Royals to the Marlins. So the Marlins are like, hey, we're in this. We're only like 7.5 games back. We're in this series or in this division. So they make a big trade for Jeff Bagwell. They trade away Ian Happ and Rodolfo Castro to the Royals. All right, dog, whatever. We lose 2 of 3 against the Nationals. Not great, but we still have a nice lead over everybody. Don't have to worry too much. Pete Alonso's on the trade block. So is Joe DiMaggio. Tony Perez. I've been intrigued by Joe DiMaggio before. I might want to grab him. I know he's 30 years old, but maybe we make a splash at the deadline. You never know. The donkey? We had him before, didn't we? I think we did. Oh, maybe not. I don't remember. Maybe we make a splash not only with the Hank Aaron deal, but maybe for a little bit of Joe DiMaggio. That could be fun. Let's keep... nope, let's not play the game. Let's keep going to the Marlins series. We will split so far. And we know... Oh, God. Jimmy Parker is garbage. Absolute, utter piece of absolute waste of absolute trash. Who else do I want? Jose Franco. Sure. Anybody else I want to scout? Maybe you, Pedro Quintana. And actually, Richie Haynes lives up to the hype. He actually isn't as bad as what I thought he was going to be. His overall caps were like in the 90s, the low 90s, but I mean, he's in the 80s. So he's not as bad as you would have thought. Martin? Oh, I think we have to draft that dude just based on the name. I don't care if he's garbage. His name is Martin. If your last name is Martin, you cannot name your son Martin. That's against the rules. We're definitely not pitching with Walter Johnson again, so we'll simulate that game. Do we want to go to Minnesota? I kind of want to go to Pittsburgh. I like PNC Park. I kind of want to go to Pittsburgh. So we'll simulate the rest of this series. We lose those last 2 games. Of course we do. Harper's out for 1 to 2 weeks with an MCL sprain. That's not good. We have a 6.5 game lead. Martin's kind of trash. But I think we have to trade it. We have to draft him just because of the name. We sweep the Padres. Another 3-game set against the Braves. Barry Bonds breaks his foot. Well, that's not good. Barry Bonds has broken his foot. Bryce Harper's back, but we swept the Braves. That's huge, actually. Bonds has broken his foot. Mantle comes into place right field. I'm going to actually switch that so Griffey will play right field. And then we'll have Griffey play left field, Bryce play right. That feels more realistic. And then switch that. Yeah, that feels better. Barry Bonds, he was having such a good season too. Breaks his foot. Out for 1 to 2 months. And now we play the Pirates. Walter Johnson's 8-2. He's really started to come back down to earth after a little bit of a ugly start. I think we'll pitch with Sandy Koufax in the final game of the series. So we split so far, and then we have a final scouting day. Yeah, Martin's garbage, but I might have to draft him just because of his name. What a legendary name. Let's do Jose Arroyo. We'll take out Franco, and we'll put in... I'm really getting in the weeds, aren't I, with some of these prospects. I'm just scrolling as far as I can, and then picking somebody that has a decent potential. Or at least a starting potential, so we can figure out for sure if they're good or not. Like Glenn McAlpin. Who knows? He's probably trash. He most likely is. Next episode will be Sandy Koufax on the mound on the road in Pittsburgh. To go up against Lucas Giolito. We had another really good, really just unbelievable month of May. Kind of a back down to earth month of June, but that's okay. That is all righty-o Ranger Joe, because we still have a fairly comfortable lead. 5.5 games. I'd like to see a little bit more. But the Braves have really fallen off, and the Marlins have started to come back a little bit. I mean, we're playing pretty well. We're playing pretty darn solid as we get closer to the halfway point of the season. And I think we're going to be making that trade for Hank. Henry Aaron might be coming play for the Mets for the second half of the year. And Walter Johnson has worked his way back into the Cy Young conversation. If he wins a 4 straight Cy Young, I'm going to flip out. That's just going to be insane. But he's got a rival in his own teammate, Roger Clemens, who is 10-1. Clemens is having a fantastic year. Oh, almost dropped my controller. Gagne is battling for the reliever of the year. I would love to see him get it. But we might be making a trade for Hank. I don't know if I can live with having Hank Aaron be this good on the rival team. That is going to do it for the episode, though. Hope you guys enjoyed. What a kind of crazy episode it was. We got down 4-0 early in the game, very early in the game, but then rallied back, tied it at 4, and then dominated from there. Beautifully done. We're 54-24, looking really solid, headed into basically the halfway point of the season. Before you know it, we're going to be back in the playoffs. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.